Hello, all of you wonderful beings out there, and welcome to the stream. I am Razim, and this is Lost in Chaos Scar, Season 3, Episode 42, Domovoy Time Skip Part 2. This is one of our Pokemon Tabletop RPG campaigns being run with our custom Scar system for stories and creatures in alternate realities. This system is available for open playtest on our Discord as well as itch.io. Go take a look at it. Enjoy. For now, though, we'll get started with introductions, starting with Enja.
Hello and good day, everyone. I will be your storyteller for this evening, Enja Lumareus. I play the allies, I play the enemies, and I orchestrate all manner of events that will be befalling our players today, starting with Rex Strider.
Hi, I'm Rex Strider. I'm going to be playing Chomper, a fire-water type Frey Crocodile. I'm going to pass it off to Raharu.
Hello everybody, I'm Raharu and I'll be playing Paz, the solo water-type Sobble. On to you, Rob.
Hello, I am Archnew Rob. I shall be playing Scruff, the ground ice type Swineup. On to the Zim.
I am Razim, and I am playing as Squirrel, the dragon fighting type Riolu. Off to Vane.
Hello, I'm Taldius, and I'll be playing Vane, the dark flying type Murkrow.
And for the recap, go for it, Tal.
Yep. All right. So, a couple little interesting things happened last session. Most of it focusing pretty nicely on Pyro. There was a bit of a continuance of a conversation about the some of the things that Pyro had found out when delving inside of his own mind, and finishing up a couple last details with Vane. Also, kind of half interacting with the rest of the people that were just around Vane at the time, which included a still crying Kalti. Kalti was still just there, which is kind of funny if you consider that for what Pyro's used to, that was his old boss. Just there, doing that. But yeah, so that sort of happened where there was a couple questions, couple comments, all of that sort of stuff, and Pyro kind of wanted to know how to actually do paperwork because, up until now, it turns out Edge had been doing all of their paperwork, which was not exactly good. Because he was also doing things like messing with people's names, writing them incorrectly, things of that nature, up to and including Squirrel's recruitment form of all things. So there was a little bit of a reaction to that all around. Another thing that happened was Squirrel being informed of said the messed up form and being a little bit upset at Edge because of the whole "I thought we were friends" thing, which kind of deserved if you're going to be messing with someone's literal team recruitment thing. Kind of probably not the best look. In addition to that, Pyro got back some memories. Yay, Pyro got memories. And we got a little bit of a lore drop on their on what their home was like and some of their characters' personal motivations, but them also being unaware of why Alex went along with any of this, really, as they didn't really know actually, because apparently both Edge and Pyro's families were not the best. Let's put it that way. But apparently Alex had like a pretty decent family, so they weren't sure why he actually went along with it, because it turns out Edge kind of purposefully sabotaged the portal that they were trying to leave to another world through. In addition to that, people went and did some the various minor downtime time skip things, because that that is still currently ongoing, and we're gonna have to get through a lot of stuff today because this is the last session for the fast forward. So we got an itinerary. Real quick, does anyone want to add in details that they particularly, want mentioned?
Mm, other than the little scene with Paz mentioning Shay to Culty, and Culty looked like he was about to kill him. I don't have anything else.
Yeah. I was kind of more of a for funsies thing anyway. I was just trying
Yeah.
to stick to the mostly like plot relevant technically
Understandable.
stuff. So yeah, anyone got anything else they want mentioned?
I'm good.
All right, then passing it back to Digi.
All right then. I'm going to say that this day ends fairly. Well, no, hold on. Other things to start establishing first, because Culty does eventually have to release Vane, and other people will begin their schedules that will persist for the remaining time. Starting with, on top of going to school, Squirrel will, when classes are out and he's not studying the books, he will be aura training with Rallis.
Very high
As there
priority
are-
on that.
Oh, yes. So, for the most part, there is a lot to go over in well, Squirrel is not going to let this drag out longer than is necessary, but he will also not be willing to fail on things either, especially when it comes to actual manifestation. As Rallis is going to begin coaching him through actual applications and learning some actual fighting type moves, something that Squirrel has not been shown very much of, that his type is actually a viable type. Starting with a nice, simple power-up punch.
Squirrel will eagerly learn as much as he can.
Yep. In time, Squirrel may even learn the tried, the true, the aura sphere.
That is
It is
definitely
the-
welcome.
Tis the signature of aura users, after all.
Well, it's the signature of
And if-
specifically Lucario.
Well, he is the poster boy for aura, so whatever. It's also it's I mean, like, Squirrel's half there. Unsurprisingly, that CL's family also tends to have it. CL makes Lucario's jealous, let's say. Since he didn't require any of that discipline shit. But that also in turn makes him a rather poor teacher. Rallis, on the other hand, learned some from his father, learned the rest a traditional way. May have to have a better grasp on what aura actually is, other than, wow, I can just make myself stronger when I think about this.
Wow.
Vane, on the other hand, is going to be doing the opposite of relaxing.
What else would he do?
As he is either going to be, when he is not occupied with other priority tasks, throwing himself into the dungeon very regularly, or taking Kaza to more public spaces to let their training be seen more often rather than wherever else they were doing it beforehand. And very frequently, they're going to be joined by Pyro, who is also going to be training with Kaza in trying to learn more about innate teleportation abilities and how to improve upon his. Vane may have some comments now and then about it, however. And lastly, Scruff. This is going to be a little bit of a surprise, but hello.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi. You're just in time. Prepare the firing squad.
Understood.
As I was saying, Scruff's development is going to be the one that is changing the routine the very most, because after a bit of checking out, it seems that his spirit grove actually has very important benefits towards everyone right now. So in this case, now everyone is going to be bunking together in a larger shared room in the radius of Scruff's spirit grove, because his ability, when he is maintaining this, is to double the benefits of rest. Quite specifically, the exhaustion recovery, and I think everyone needs that. So on Sigmund's very firm recommendation, both teams are spending the night together. In the radius of these curious trees. This may further ease the Noah carrying problems. Any objections so far?
No objections
So-
here.
Why is so Squirrel is being kind of made to sleep in the same room as Vane?
He is being highly encouraged to do so, to air quotes double the benefits of his sleep. However, if there are problems, folding screens can be brought to the room to section off portions of it. You can decline, but then you might not get the double exhaustion recovery from long rest in the presence of the Spirit Grove. And when I say that your room is going to be enlarged to accommodate the both teams, they are actually taking down a wall between two rooms to make sure that everyone has their space.
Imagine if Machamp just came by and just broke down the wall randomly.
Well, shoving two teams into one room might be a bit much, but there are also a few other people that are hosting, so... they needed to make sure that the room was sufficient. Farion is Farion.
Oh, Farion's in the room too?
It's mostly everyone that is currently carrying a piece, and then Vayne and Kaza. However, this also means that Gregory's sleeping over. Hooray!
The one who always
So you've
yells.
got Farion and Gregor, and now taking down a wall to give you 2 rooms makes more sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, that does make sense, actually.
Gregor and Farion may paw bump as big dude, big dude. Rallis may have one alternative if Squirrel is feeling maximally uncomfortable with this, though.
Oh, what's that?
Rafters. Or putting a hammock across the ceiling.
Not sure that helps so much.
No, the hammock is for Vayne. He goes up there.
Okay, so he could dive bomb.
Well, remember that hammocks are a lot of rope. So it is the equivalent of just kind of putting Vayne in a bag, and like someone else might like need to get him out. Because hammocks are very unwieldy once you're actually trying to get out of them. And he has wings, not hands. So, welcome to rope jail.
Squirrel will just accept it. But he will be on the furthest side of the room from everyone. And ask that Gregor be between him and everybody else. Gregor is big.
Is okay. Gregor is okay with this. And yes, Gregor is very large, so you can just probably sit in a corner and ask Gregor to sit between you and the rest of the room.
I mean, the Bastiodon like survival strategy was literally just locking faces with other Bastiodon and making a wall. So I mean,
Bastiodon face phalanx.
I mean, effectively.
Paz is okay with the things that are happening here.
Yep, same for Chomper. People getting more grouped up together is definitely a W.
Rallis is a little sad that he doesn't get to passively truss up Vayne.
I'm pretty sure that Vayne would not accept it.
Also, it still wouldn't even be like a problem for Vayne, so he'd also be disappointed because Vayne wouldn't need help getting out of it if he really wanted to.
God damn it. Well, he doesn't know about Vayne's tricks.
Well, yeah, but he literally makes sharp feathers. He could just cut like some of the rope and just be out if he wanted to.
Fair enough. Then with as peaceful sleep as people are going to get, we're on to day 2. And Gregor will walk with Squirrel to his school classes. There are plenty of classes to go, plenty of more fundamentals to go over. But Squirrel is not having any problems with most of them, though some of them are a bit new. Practical applications of moves. But he didn't know that fire-type moves could actually be used to draw heat out of the center of certain objects to try and centralize cooling to avoid the warping of metal.
Neat.
And thankfully, he does have one fire-type move, so he can engage with this energy, actually. However, at the rate he's going, they are recommending that, in time, he may actually graduate to the intermediate school, where they have primarily metalworking and crucible forges. Over there, they learn how to make high carbon steel.
He is very intrigued by that, and will be working especially hard towards it.
Very good, then. Between classes, Gregor seems to be trying to stick around as much as he can. And while you do enjoy his company, the awkward part comes when you find that you don't actually have a lot to talk about. Especially with how focused the pair of you are. and the walking turns slightly awkward, but Gregor doesn't want to stop. He likes sticking close.
I mean, Squirrel is
Unless
okay
Squirrel-
with him sticking around.
True enough. The other students do make note, however, and wonder if Gregor is, like, bodyguarding him?
He is friend.
Gregor is very pleased to have a friend. Now, on to Chomper. As Squirrel continues with his classes. You have decided that you're going to spend more time with Severin. Especially since so much has happened and he's, like, kind of ambiently been around and refusing to engage because, well, quite frankly, he actually has nothing to do with any of this.
Fair.
Though there does mean that there is a distinct separation between him and pretty much everyone else you know. This man is a complete stranger to most everyone else. But then again, with the Demir situation, he also doesn't know anyone else. And you're a bit too empathetic to just, like, leave him be.
True that.
Especially considering the Demir situation, if you don't take steps, he might just not make friends. You know, considering the trust issues because of the hypnosis.
Chomper's gonna be talking to him about everyone with his notes, and you know it's most likely to be in a very optimistic, positive way, even past all the you know, unpositive, optimistic stuff.
Then you might hear something surprising. Zevran actually went out of his way to forget most of the stuff he learned when he was with Demir.
Not a bad thing.
But actually, he like was trying to make these new moves to like be useful. But he's really not sure if it's working out. So he is listening more intently when he with all your descriptions, but then he starts asking about how each person functions, like they're a team, right? So they fight together.
No, not really together all the time. We kind of split up a little bit from the teams. Scroll and Pyro kind of have their own thing going most of the time, and well, Kaza talk about Team Kaza and how they're usually kind of on their own set thing at the moment, and the goals of grouping up to help Pyro with his quest. Kind of filling him in on all that.
He was listening into the X-ray mission, but then he will ask, so like you are going to do like team practice at some point to just like figure that out, right? You're not just going to X-ray and just like figure it out as you go, right? Like combat wise, because it sounds like there's going to be a lot of people that just attack you.
Jumper is nodding vigorously, but then stops when you say that last part. Well, I mean, actually, we did kind of start doing a lot of figuring out as we go stuff. We have been trying to actually go to the lab. I mean, like go train before we go into fights. Now, done it a few times actually. If I can pull people out of their stuff, maybe we can do some team training. I'm all for team attacks and stuff.
All right. I got the spheres, and well, kind of checking everyone out. I figured that not many people go for range, like long range. So yeah, I guess I probably made a good choice with that. Though it's a little
learning.
It's a little odd, I guess, considering I just throw effectively bombs. They're discriminate. Don't worry about it. They're discriminate.
Chomper seems interested. Bombs, huh? Only thing, we do have projectiles. I don't really like to use water gun as much. I'm trying to learn more close range stuff, but I have this, I guess it's a kind of like aura that I can use far range a little bit, but it doesn't really work that constant, so I need to train with it. Paz shoots water guns pretty dang well. He's good at headshots, and I believe Vane can do some range with feathers and his shadows. Not sure about too much everyone else. Well, Scruff has like ice projectiles, but they don't really like. They're not like he's not like a skill shot or anything. And I have not seen Pyro fight much, so I can't really say for Pyro. But maybe you're right. Maybe we should do some more range stuff. I definitely would like to train with you and learn some team attacks and stuff.
That shouldn't be too hard. Or I can just pass an orb. If I've got the right type for what you're doing, you can just like take it, and I think it gets applied to you. It's basically a renewable consumable, but I can only make one at a time. Also, we need more enemies before I can get more types. So, yeah. He's going to awkwardly scratch the back of his head, considering that he showed you that he needs to, like, permanently steal something from someone to make another type. Considering that he stole Furry from the religious assassin.
Chomper kind of thinks for a moment, looks a little bit more concerned. I remember that. Are you able to steal from like dungeon monsters too, or does it have to be, non-dungeon monsters?
I can steal a move to use one time, but they can't use the move until I use it. So kind of, I guess.
That's pretty good. I would definitely be okay with that. I may have to think about the well, I'm okay with stealing from people that, have way too much and don't really need it, and also people that are using it for very bad things. I guess I'm really not to say what's bad and what's not, but I guess I could safely say who the person that you stole it for definitely didn't need it.
Well, not anymore. We murdered the hell out of them. So I don't think they'll miss it.
Yeah. Chomper scratches his head.
Are you not telling me something?
Yeah. I guess if I didn't tell you that I actually talked with them not too long ago, it's just on my mind. Kind of resolved my stuff with them a while back ago.
Oh, okay. Out of character, he has no idea that Demir is still interactable.
Yeah. Chomper's
Chomper
going
might
to
wanna
kind of
keep that
explain that to him real quickly so we don't have to go through the whole thing. And yeah, so that's how, that's how Sigmund's kind of keeping him over there in his room as a way to talk to him still. I think he's still there, actually. But yeah, I don't really have anything else to say to him anymore. I do hope he maybe learns a lesson or something, but he's definitely gone very down the deep end. So it's a real shame.
Zevran's face darkens as he learns that Demir is still around, but he will not continue that conversation. It seems that he needs more time before he's ready to do something with that information. But, apparently, he'll go back to explaining his new general moveset. And it's a two-part. One part, he makes the orb, and with a separate move, he actually uses the ball. He's got Fast Lob to make it a single target at range. Arc Throw for a sphere AoE using that orb. And it seems that the orbs actually have a additional effect on top of them. And then Bombardment, where he can make the orb explode in a very wide area, actually. But it takes an entire turn just to wind back that hard. And that's Zevran's general kit, apart from some miscellaneous close-range maneuvers that he'll use when he has to.
By the way, did you 5-minute reminder?
Chomper is to help with that. Chomper's interested in basically taking notes about all of this as well. Yeah, I might have to figure out ways to work with that. That's something that could really mix up opponents. They won't see that coming, and it changes a lot depending on what you do with that orb. Maybe I can figure some way to use it with you. I don't have really good use of my projectiles or even my, aura spirit. As Chomper tries to focus in, but as of late, even like just trying is causing the aura form behind Chomper to not really have a kind of a set form, as it kind of has a bit of a lack of a better way to explain it. It looks fucking AI. Like it looks all discombobulated, doesn't have right proportions, and it doesn't seem to be able to keep its form. So Chomper's really not able to kind of focus right now.
Boy's too stressed.
Yeah. Chomper actually mentions this and then says, well, maybe we can find someone to help train this kind of stuff together. I been thinking about it, and well, we have Shia, which would be a good person to train with. There are Ninetales that's kind of has a lot of experience. Or, actually, Amari would be really good. Chomper ponders. Yeah,
Maybe
Amari. They're well, Kaz's mom, who's taught me stuff before, and has a lot of experience with aura.
All right.
Yeah? You be down to train with me?
Sure. Chomper, would you make me an insight check?
A generous bestowal.
Gimund _ tipped $10. Traditional food for Chomper thought.
Demon, thank you so much for that tip. That is the first tier of the tip goal completed. On to the next.
Thank you very much. Alright, insight check. Alright then. So, blah, 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 blah. 9. Well, hey, I can use this actually. 1 second. Hee hee. This. Let's throw the 9 in there. Seven. F4.
Maybe it's just because he's been here for longer, but Zevran is like strong. But in another way, something seems dissonant. Mechanically, Zevran has more experience than you, but you have more merits than Zevran does.
Chopper kind of looks over Zephyrin. You know, you do seem like you probably, should know a lot more than I do about a lot of this stuff. Like, you're really, really stronger than me. You have, like, really good moves, but... Have you ever trained with anybody before, or learned any of this stuff, or...
He's going to frown and then say, well, I had to unlearn a lot of stuff just to get somewhere I wanted to be.
Did you possibly just get really trained wrong? Or at least trained in a way you didn't like?
Even if I was trained right with Demir, I don't want it.
That's fair. I would just say one thing. I have had times where I felt kind of close to that before when I was trying to train. Not here, but maybe against some people that I saw as having a really scummy, fighting style. But even then, I like to think that as long as you're using skills, tech, power, just knowledge for the right reasons, it could still be good, At least that's what I like to think.
I'll think about it.
Time a reminder, Digi.
And Chomper and Severin spend more time spend more of the day together. As
Thumbs up.
congratulations, Chomper, you might have made Severin start thinking about some things and maybe not throwing everything away.
Neat. That's nice.
All right, Vane. It's time to go see Sigmund and learn that thing you wanted to know.
All right. Well, Vane's gonna do his normal thing of whenever he goes over to Sigmund's, which is just knock on the door.
The door opens, but Sigmund seems to be almost in a good mood.
Wow.
Oh, hey, Vane.
After this.
Hey, Sigmund. I think
What
I
do
know
you
what I
need?
want to cash in that favor of.
All right, let's hear it.
So, you remember that first skill that you really picked up in relation to your rather lackluster teacher?
Ah. Step inside. And he'll stand to the side.
Yep, and Vane will enter. And he's just going to look and just go, you want this to be private, right?
I assume that would be for the best.
And in that case, Vane's just going to start heading towards the basement.
Sigmund will follow after, taking him to the special room, basically their holodeck, as he will begin explaining the process in which the memory drain works.
Oh boy.
As to train this, they need a target, and he has a lot of people that he has run out of use for, but will not release. Because then they just go to heaven. Can't have that.
It is quite annoying that if they happen to like them enough, they'll just turn them into angels. Which
Yes,
kind of makes
very.
the whole process of getting rid of them pointless, because they just get stronger from it, technically.
Quite so, and that they might come back. Not going to let that be happening. Here, try this one. As he is going to bring a Kamala into the room that seems disoriented at best. What? Where? What here?
Well, Vane isn't going to take chances on it, so he's literally just going to use his chain move on the thing, because he doesn't want to get, like, attacked, even if he'll probably just be fine.
Yep.
He's still not risking it because, well, it's Vane. I don't know if you want me to bother rolling it, or if it's just,
No.
Congratulations.
Not
he's in the room.
needed. Sigmund will be assisting with the subduing it swiftly. They don't need to be conscious to be stolen from.
Yeah.
So I'm going to ask for 3 rolls.
Alrighty.
An academics check, a presence check, and a lore check.
All right. I'm assuming this is going to be mind or something.
Yes.
All right. Vane has a pretty good mind stat, so... And thankfully, he already kind of has most of these skills, actually. All right. Do you want any modifiers here?
Nope.
No modifiers? Cool. All right, so that's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12. This is going to be in order that you said it, so academics first. All right,
With
9.
me or are the dice big? Is it just?
Oh yeah, they're all big. They're
Okay.
massive.
All right. Very good. That's sure
Next
isn't
up,
pain at all.
yep. Next up is presence, which I'll dump 1 boost die on. Apparently, I should have said use a boost die, not dump a boost die, because that was pointless. Well, this is like the only thing he really cares about. That's technically below average, so I'm just gonna willpower that. This is the only thing he cares about that he's doing today anyway, so...
Oh, true combo.
Yeah, true combo.
Will you use the boost die again?
I'm just gonna vigor that one, actually. 1, 2... There's like 5 9s. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Fair enough.
Well, that still turns it into a 14, so 14... Mind,
Very good. Very strong.
presence... And... time for the lore. Which, don't you know it, he also has exactly 3 dots in.
Huh.
Ew, gross. Well, I'm planning on rerolling this anyway, but I'm just gonna body twice instead, first, to see where that goes. It went basically nowhere. Alright. Let's use that other willpower.
Oh my god.
And it true combos at the end. Alright, well, I'm gonna dump 1 boost. Which turns that into 10. There you go.
All right.
That's 9, 14, 10.
Your training is going to go very well. Very, very well. As while it does take the entirety of the day, you can now start searching someone's brain for knowledge you want, rather than just aimlessly extracting random pieces until you get what you want. It is hard and intensive work, however, unsurprisingly.
Yep. Nope, that is exactly what I kind of thought it would be like, which is also why Veda's tailoring his build for the next little while towards trying to successfully do this, because, well, he technically has like one shot at this for the time for the what he actually cares about. So.
Yep. All right, and that's what Vane's doing today.
Yep.
Paz.
Yeah.
Things have been very difficult for you, actually. What with the disconnection from your actual self. The self that you knew was a bad person, but was still you. And now they're not connected anymore. And that's been fucking with you.
Mm-hmm.
So, time to go see Kaza, maybe.
Maybe.
As there was one time that you remember, Vane talked about it, Kaza managed to pull some memories for him. They weren't important ones, but they were something. and you need to know, is there anything left? Is there anything left for you? Or is this all you are now? Just this incomplete person. So, how would you approach Kaza to ask about this?
Hmm. Paz is just pondering stuff for for a while. Just thinking. And then he appears to get a bit of an idea on his head. He's going to go ahead and whatchamacallit. He is going to go to the kitchen first.
All right.
Yeah, and he's going to ask one of the people in the mess hall if they have anything sweet on hand.
They do, either as raw ingredients or it's something prepared.
Paz is looking for something prepared.
All right. If you've got a time, if you've got a time, they can make a mug cookie.
Paz nods. That will be good.
All right. It takes about 10 minutes, but they'll present you a cookie in a cup.
Paz is going to say thank you, and he's going to take the cup, and he's heading back towards the room and see if Kaza is in there.
Yes, he is.
Paz is going to look a bit nervous, but he's going to go ahead and approach Kaza.
Hello?
Hey Kaza. How are you doing? How is it going?
It's okay, I suppose. As Kaza seems like slightly wary, but identifies this as Paz, not Wade.
The grass is a giveaway. I I wanted to ask you something if you don't mind.
What's that?
Hmm. Well, I remember a bit ago that you helped out Ben when he came to getting a memory of his. I believe it was what kind of music he likes, and also at some point you helped me, well, basically remember my own name.
Oh, wow, I guess I did.
Yeah. Paz is looking a bit nervous as he is that if he doesn't want to actually say what he's about to say, but he ends up saying it anyways. I wanted to ask if you could try and do that for me again. See if you can help me remember anything at all.
Oh. I thought you didn't want to know more about your original template.
Paz is going to nod. I'm a bit conflicted, you could say.
All right. He's going to sit down and pat next to him.
Paz is going to sit right next to Kaza.
He is then going to put a hand on Paz's head and place it on his lap. All right. Now look at the ceiling.
Paz is looking up at the ceiling.
And close your eyes. I guess try not to think about anything. And I'm just
Paz
gonna
closes his eyes.
start looking around in there. It's not the best at this, but I'll give it a try.
Well, you did it twice before, as far as I know, so I think you could do it.
He'll nod and start giving it a go. This is rather peculiar for you, Paz, as you can kind of tell someone else is there.
Feels weird.
But he'll spend several minutes browsing, and you can almost feel him frowning as he is beginning to understand the severity of the issue. But he's going to tap your forehead.
Paz blinks.
You can open them now.
What's up? Did you...
I found some stuff.
Oh? What
Yeah.
did you found?
Well, apparently you like sour things. In particular, it seemed like you liked wine. Sour wine.
Oh. I never... Huh. Well, I didn't know that. The one time there was a chance for me to taste wine. I didn't really take it.
Fair enough. Also, you like jazz.
Yes. That's some music, right?
That's the music type, yeah.
Yeah. I can't really think of what jazz sounds like at the moment, but I'll probably recognize it if I hear it.
Maybe Chumper's got something?
Maybe.
Oh, you might, like my book series. The one that I read sometimes. It seems that you, enjoy Schadenfreude.
Pat is gonna tilt his head.
Looking at other people's misfortune.
Paz blinks and he makes a face as if he isn't surprised by what he's hearing, but he's not exactly happy to hear it. Ah, I see. No, yeah, that makes sense. Paz looks down.
And one last thing. You do get annoyed when you don't understand things quickly that are being explained to you. It's pretty general, but I was able to confirm that much.
Paz is gonna rub his chin. That makes a lot of sense now that I think about it. No wonder I was so on edge a while ago.
Yeah.
This entire world it's kind of there's a lot of things that I can't comprehend fully.
Yeah. But I hope it helped. Are you okay?
Has it rubbing the back of his head? I mean, there wouldn't be any point to try and lie to you. You went through my mind at the moment. No, I'm not okay.
Yeah. But I've got something to say. If you see Wade somehow at some point, you can tell him I'm ready to talk.
Has is going to rub his chin as he has no context for this, but he's going to nod. All right. I haven't seen him in our minds game the last 2 days. The entire reason why I was like this is because I was worried for him. This is what I get for trying to help him. But if I see him again, I'll tell him.
Right. Hey.
Yes?
Zara might have some wine.
True.
We could ask.
I think I'd like that.
All right. As he's going to get up and go to visit Team Arleon.
And Paz is gonna follow.
Sarok will be quite surprised to see them as they come and is like, "Oh, hello, lads. How can I help you? Do you have wine?" Not on my person, but I've got some in the team bank. Do you need wine?" As he's
I'd
like
like
squinting at them, like thinking, like, "Aren't you a little young for this?"
Paz is gonna weigh one of his stick fingers. I'd like some sour wine.
Oh, you. Yes, I guess you were an adult previously, weren't you?
Yes.
Okay. I see. All right, I'll procure something. Do you know any brands that you like, or just sour wine?
Paz is gonna shake his head. I know no brands. Even if I did, they may not be the same in this world. So. Yeah, just something sour.
All right, I'll go get something. As he'll leave for what seems to be the communications office, but then stand next to it and talk to the person beside them.
Timer reminder, Digi.
All right. He will come back with a red wine called Duskmire Vintage. It is made from Roselia and Jacob berries, and it is dry and mouth puckeringly sour, with a dusty floral aroma. It doesn't help that this wine has been aged for 70 years. Not vintage, but like potent and probably expensive.
Paz is going to look at that and just ask, okay, how much do you want for it?
Oh, I'm not going to make a fuss over this. The stuff in the team bank is casual drinking wine.
Ah, fair enough. I will accept this then. Thank you.
Only aged 70 years. Casual.
Zorak has better stuff for his club.
Oh yeah, I swore I had to make the joke real quick.
Paz is going to go ahead and drink the wine slowly.
Something about this seems familiar. However, there is one problem.
What's the problem?
Your body is fresh, and this is potent, and also you are small, and you have been given an entire glass. So you might spend the rest of your day accidentally drunk with Team Arleon, as Kaza will then excuse himself and trust them to help him out.
Okay. I am not ready to play drunk Paz, so we can probably just move on from there.
Scruff time. You actually spend the majority of the day face bonked. As you're talking with someone very specific. You're talking with Norgande about your spirit grove. And contrary to the constant stress, Norgande is very pleasant, actually. As she will explain that the Spirit Grove is your unique manifestation. This is your power based on your previous experiences, whatever that may be.
So this didn't come from you then?
No, but if you want, she could help you.
I would greatly appreciate the hand, as it were. The help.
Norgante will understand, and then ask, what direction would you like help with, actually? Because there are a few directions that they could take this. They could make this a great healing spot, a territory, potentially a defensive formation. What are you feeling?
What does a territory mean?
Well, I don't know if you've gotten into it, but gods can declare domains in which they have more power and can strengthen themselves. You could probably turn this into a small domain, because once a domain is laid down, other domains can't be put up inside of it. Or take territory that already has a domain. So you could be like, have this as like a, set this down fast, and then the gods can't claim all the territory around them.
Ruff is just like staring wide-eyed. That sounds like something Sigmund got.
Oh, very probably, yes. Oh, very. But I don't think he can manifest a domain. He'll probably just stick to field effects. He's not well enough to declare a domain.
Ah, I see. His condition prevented a domain. Understandable.
Maybe we'll get to domains later. That is very advanced.
So are you saying that Scruff is a god now?
No, but he could mimic them to a degree.
Got I?
Scruff was something else, don't worry, he wasn't a god.
He was, yeah, something else.
Eee. Spoilers, we'll get to that eventually. Yeah, you could see that whilst Scruff was hearing about domains, like his eyes were wide and his eyes were slowly going unfocused.
Okay, maybe that was a bit too
Very big
scale.
concept.
Yes, maybe that was a bit too much for your first choice. How about something simple? How about
The Eland sounds good. We can't be bothering Sigmund all the time, and I am supposed to be the medic.
okay? So your little grove already helps with exhaustion, but there are also sometimes shorter term injuries that might need to be dealt with. Would you like help with that?
That do sound like a good idea.
Alrighty then. And with a bit of assistance, your spirit grove, well, a lot of assistance. This ends up taking a lot of time and a lot of practice, but you weren't going anywhere anyway.
Oh.
Your spirit grove can now amplify the effects of a short rest too.
Ooh. Elaborate. Because
They're very pleasant for when you just need a breather, not a full long rest. On to day 3. Chomper, question.
Yes.
Would you like to spend time with Kaza, or would you like to go see Amari like you'd mentioned yesterday?
I can always question. I can see Amari later, right? So
Yes, you can.
let's go visit some Kaza. We haven't seen Kaza in a bit.
Yep. Today is a good day to ask because Vane is spending another day with Sigmund right now, so he is not present.
Ah.
Pyro, however, is there. And Zevran is just following you.
Yeah, all right. Well, Chomper's waddling over to Kaza then, and this to meet up with them.
Oh, hello. As you have caught him, helping Pyro with his training. Pyro check, Gimund.
Hi.
You are in the scene. You can engage if you wish.
Oh. Hey there, Kaza. Hey there, Pyro. Didn't know you were gonna be here today. What's going on?
Hi, Chomper. Hi, Zevran, was it? Hello.
Oh, Pyro, you've met Zephyr before too, right?
Maybe
We were-
briefly?
We were in the same vicinity as each other.
Gotcha. Oh, hey. I just wanted to come and visit, see what's going on, and see what you're up to there, Kaza.
Well, Pyro's a little, better than he probably thought he was because, initially, teleportation only affects you as the individual, but he's always been taking Edge with him because he's always been in contact with him, but technically that was never, included with base, or the most basic form of teleportation, so he's actually doing okay. So I'm trying to figure out what would be easier for him, increasing his range or bringing more with him when he goes. Did you have a preference, Pyro?
Probably more people.
Alright. One more thing to bring up, just because we should probably go over it. There is also the swap, which is teleporting with an additional target in mind, in that you are changing places with them. Probably good if you're trying to like break formations or things like that. But then if you're picking an enemy in a group of enemies, then you're in front of the group of enemies, and they're in your group now.
Ooh. Chomper goes on a little mini rant for a second. That sounds really cool. If you could teleport people, you could teleport the enemy to different spots, maybe a more disadvantaged situation, or you can have someone who can't fly teleport up in the air and then like be able to attack from above, or someone who flies teleport down on the ground and attack from a different angle. You do a lot of things with that.
Actually,
Sorry.
You're fine. But yeah. Main reason I kind of want to learn about it more is mainly because I kind of learned it when I evolved. And moves when you learn when you evolve, they're more on instinct.
yeah, they're strong, but you're not particularly proficient with them, apart from the most base of function.
Yeah. Basically, if you want to use more moves along those lines, you're gonna have to learn it from scratch, basically.
Question, Kaza. Is teleporting and stuff like that something you can do together with other people who can teleport to make it stronger?
I haven't tried that, though I'm not sure how compatible my teleportation is with his at the moment. The only psychic thing I've been able to do for a very, very, very long time is teleporting. So I kind of just kept doing it, and I got pretty good at it. Pyro is a bit of a different situation, where he got it when he evolved, got it good enough, but advancing it beyond the initial stages has been a little hard for him.
Yeah, and we've kind of found mine is similar to Noah's in the form of like shadows, but yeah, we did have like a question on maybe it's not just shadows, but that's kind of a work in progress thing.
Chomper nods. Hey, Zeph. You... I don't know if you have anything with teleporting or anything you'd like to learn that's psychic at all. Also, Chomper asks, do you okay with talking about your skills and whatnot? Chomper decides to be vague, not to completely say the technique and anything, just to make sure he's okay with talking about it.
Well, as long as it stays in the party, and I will ask you not to just go telling anyone ever. But considering that we're probably going to be working together, you'll find that out. You'll find that out eventually. But if you're not
Proper.
using your psychic type, can I have it? What?
Zeph
I would
can
probably say that immediately.
Zeph can look to explain can siphon abilities. Siphon? I think it's siphon. Siphon abilities from people, but they don't really get them back usually. So are you able to give them back? You can borrow and give back.
No, this is a specifically one-way transaction.
Yeah,
No,
probably
you
shouldn't do
don't
that
let
with the
me
teammates
type.
then.
Just asking. I
Are
don't think
you-
teleporting would impact your a lack of psychic type would impact your teleporting. You don't know that, I'm assuming, if you can't do any other psychic things.
You know, it's
Well,
rude
no.
to assume things.
Okay.
I will say, I will agree only because I have assumed things before and it is really blown up in my face. So definitely don't want to assume things. Assumptions are bad. You should just ask instead of assuming. Which you kind of
Okay.
did, but
Question:
figuring it
Are
out.
you able to Are you able to see people's types then, or something like that?
No, I just kind of have to assume. I can only really know once I've got my hand in someone.
So you're making like a hard read then. Well, my advice is that you make sure you just take time to kind of just check before you jump in on a hard read. Don't want to make a big mistake and then, cost you getting damaged or hurt,
Okay. I mean, like, unless someone's body is just a trap, that's probably not going to be a problem. Unless I'm trying to steal from a poison type. They're poisonous, right? I mean, poison type, so I'll have a Pecha Berry on standby.
We're actually about to probably go train and learn some ways to better our techniques. I think both of us can benefit from getting some training time. Sounds like you two are training about teleporting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Need any help, we can join in for that. I'm actually about to go talk to Amari and, get some training on, well, Chomper focuses a little bit, and then a silhouette of well, Chomper's trying to do a silhouette of a focused form behind them, but it turns out to be literally, again, more terrible AI abominations of all of everyone that he has tried to use as a focus for personifications.
Yes.
So, yeah.
I guess as Chomper's trying, he's gonna just pet Chomper's head to see if that stabilizes it.
Does it?
It might. As Chomper is starved for positive affirmations, but they do help with the stress a little bit.
For just a brief moment, you can see it form into more of a very basic kind of silhouette of a white auraed lichen rock of sorts with a tail that is wagging before it dissipates nearly immediately after you stop petting.
I mean,
When you stop, Chomper has their eyes closed and their tail thumping behind them.
I mean, Pyro's gonna let it go probably for a good 2 to 3 minutes to just see how long it can stay stable.
Zevran will wonder out loud, do different spots have different results? What if we tickle him while he's doing it?
You know, Probably-
Do you find out?
Pyro's gonna say to him, probably let's just stick with this one for now. Because if I change what I'm doing, it's most likely gonna destabilize.
Alright, you keep doing what you're doing. I'll do one thing and then I'll stop. As he will move down to start groping Chomper's tail.
You know that anime shudder reaction? Like tingle all the way down? Starts from the tail vibration all the way to the top of Chomper's head, and literally the form definitely dissipates into a more like bristled, like almost like a startled, floofy doggo. And Chomper like gets up and then like, you know, gets out of their meditation that broke them from the meditation. Ah! Oh, hey, wait. That kind of tickled. Did it work?
Yeah.
What did it look like? I couldn't tell. I have to like close my eyes for it to really start kind of working.
Looks fine.
Pyro
Yeah,
sends
any
you
tail.
a Pyro sends you a screenshot.
Oh, I see. Also, who was that? That felt nice. Thank you.
Him.
Not the tail thing. The tail thing startled me.
Oh, seems my little hypothesis was right from that one time. Seems like if you're focusing on something, it definitely is stabilized more.
I'll take a note of that. Maybe I can help with training. Thanks, Pyro.
You're welcome. Also, and then Pyro's gonna explain that he wants your help with something later, and is probably gonna ask Vane ahead of time, or tell Vane he's doing it ahead of time, because it involves one of his teammates.
Sounds good. I would definitely be over there if I'm not in training. Just, yeah, let me know and I'll be there. That also reminds me, Kaza, if you want to come with, I'm going to be trying to train with Amari for Aura stuff, and I don't know, you might be able to help with stuff too, or get some training yourself as well. Maybe you can work on a team attack or something during it, who knows?
Sure.
If you're free.
I'll see. We'll see.
Jumper knots.
Zevran will not apologize for what he has done.
Jumper is not like bothered by it. They were just startled.
Yes. Sudden grab. So, interestingly, Paz's scene, or rather Wade, will also bring him to this location, as he has decided to wake up. Wade has surfaced today, and it's probably time to go talk with Kaza instead of letting himself linger on this. It's time for the mediator to mediate.
Yeah. Where is Casa going?
Kaza is still in the training room with the crowd, and I don't know if Wade would balk at this, or if he'd proceed regardless, or if he'd ask Kaza to come with him somewhere.
Wei would likely arrive at the training room, and he'll just wait until an opportune moment for him to go to Cass and ask him to come with him talk, because he doesn't want to exactly interrupt what's happening.
They'll be training for a while before they go their ways.
Mm-hmm.
Wade is free to approach.
Wade is going to approach Kaza, and just wave at him. Hey.
Oh. He'll look at the crust and look at him rather seriously. Yes.
How are you feeling?
Unsure, but I guess fine generally.
That's it.
You look like hell.
Wade is going to nod and just rub his eyes. I can't exactly hide it, can I? Even though I've been asleep for 3 days now, I feel like I haven't slept a blink.
I didn't think you'd care this much.
Wade is going to blink until he said, "Really now? How come?"
I don't know. Maybe it was a stupid assumption on my part. I just didn't think that me being mad at you would matter as much as it ended up mattering.
You are used to feeling that people don't really consider how you feel, do you?
Probably.
And we should probably head somewhere private. We're still in the middle of the training room.
Sure.
Is there any place that you'd like to go?
As he will march up to the reception desk and ask for a meeting room. 20 minutes. Just hand it over. Domovoy is familiar enough with Team Chaos to just say like, "Oh, okay. We're at the center of all this." Or, you know what? I'm just not going to get into this. Take the room.
Fair enough.
The last time they didn't believe someone, it didn't work out so great.
Indeed. Well, Wade. Now that they have the meeting room, Wade takes Gus to wherever the meeting room is.
All right. They are at the meeting room. Wade is going to give a bit of a sigh. I do feel like I should apologize in what regard, because I do feel that I may have been a bit too far when it came to the conversation that we ended up having inside of Sigmus's inside of Sigmus's house, but
Honestly, with the topic that was in question, I kind of felt like there wasn't a better chance to do so.
Because it was about Vane.
Of course. Of course because it was about Bane, and also because, well, I know for I know for a fact that you care for him a lot.
Yeah.
Wait is going to not just give a bit of a sigh. I don't really know what I don't really know whether you believe me, whether you believe me or not. But I did want it to make sure to make this come across that my intentions are I just want to help in this entire situation, because it's just a situation that is just very messed up.
All right. It is. Though we're working on it.
Wait is going to nod. Do take your time. I am not entirely sure where to go from there in that regard, but that isn't really an issue at the moment. I just wanted to make sure that you know that I don't want to hurt you. Nor do I want to hurt Bane. Like I said in the conversation, I just want to help him out, because, well, until you just said it to us, it was just a speculation on my part, a very strong one, but still speculation, and just thinking about the possibilities just when somebody that has the job that I have, when you begin thinking of the things that could go wrong, it can affect you very badly. I mean, you've noticed that I've been gone for the last 2 days. Has probably been confused for just about as much. There was no communication. There was no communication between the three of us, because I was basically stuck in my own mind. Yes. Thinking, what could I have done better? Or thinking, what if things even went worse? What if I did this? What if I did that? What if this happened? What if that happened? What if everything just what if everything just exploded? What if for some reason Sigmund just decided to get mad at us and just kick us out prematurely, or he decided that me helping Ben when it comes to his paralysis is detrimental to him, and decided that it was what you may call it, a problem that needs to be dealt with. What if you have gotten much more angry at us than you ended up being? What if you ended up hating me because of all this? And on and on and on and on and on. That's how I was for the last 3 days.
I would do no such thing. It would be unkind of me to do so. But I don't hate you. I was just angry.
Wade is going to nod. I can understand that. I'm glad that you don't hate me, though. I guess I can definitely understand why you were angry. I mean, from your perspective, it must have felt like somebody that you don't even trust was trying to get in the way of one of the few things that makes you happy.
5-minute warning, by the way.
Yep, thank you.
Mhm.
Yeah. I've got something and I don't want to let it go.
Wade is going to nod. Yeah. I can understand that. I can understand that very much. And well, you did tell me at some point that when Bane and the Bane from the other side were switched, that you felt like you were in a party full of strangers while he was gone.
He's going to
So
look away slightly, but nod.
Wade is going to pull his arms and nod. Do you still feel that way?
It's getting better.
That's good to hear. I just want to try and improve things between us. You know,
Yeah.
we're supposed to be. I mean, apparently it is up to us to save this world from resetting itself. But if we can't even become a cohesive unit, how are we supposed to do that? If we can't even be a true team.
Alright, I'm not sure. Take things less seriously? Is that...
What do you mean?
I'm
What do you
not
mean by
sure.
What do you mean by take things less seriously?
Well, I suppose I judge a lot in my head. I can try not to do that.
Wade is gonna tilt his head. You know, I think I understand where you're coming from in that regard. I don't necessarily think that you need to stop judging exactly, but How should I say this? Well, people can definitely be more than than they appear on the surface. But but of course repeated behaviors are if you see repeated bad behaviors, there's nothing wrong with making a judgment out of that. But at the same time, trying to understand why that occurs is also something good to do.
Yeah, it is.
Timer, by the way.
All right.
Yeah.
I think Wade and Kaza will spend the rest of the day patching up and maybe getting back to neutral grounds.
Yeah. After this whole conversation, Wade is going to ask Kaza if he could train with him.
Kaza will agree.
All right, moving on.
Alrighty. Vane. You're spending the day with Sigmund because you have a problem that he needs to look at. Specifically, your eye.
Yeah,
What's happening here?
it is kind of problematic. It is true.
You can see out of it fine, but the extra bits, not very pleasant. Also because some people are kind of blurry out of it, actually. A little bit of a problem with regular conversations.
Yeah, luckily he still has like, a normal eye, but yeah.
Yeah, looking at people with just one eye is not how you plan to just proceed with your life.
Yeah. Would be kind of problematic, to say the least. So yeah, he's gonna do his normal thing. He's gonna knock on Sigmund's. Well, I'm just gonna skip past that because he knows
Yep.
he's allowed inside anyway. He's gonna be let inside.
Well, there is a change today. Because Sigmund is Sigmund again, as a big Dale Fox. Probably why he was quite happy he was almost himself again. Or probably got news that the body was almost ready.
Yep. Either way, makes sense. And also, well, Vane didn't particularly care too much about why Sigmund was happy-ish the other day anyway, so.
True enough. They're not friends like that.
No. If Sigmund was upset, he probably would have asked why, but that's because he figured there would have been a problem then.
Safe assumption.
So yeah, Vane will go ahead and kind of just go, all right, so when I had that fight with Nazer, I kind of got one of my eyes blasted out at one point, and my shadow tried to put it back inside of my head, which would normally sound like complete nonsense, but remember I was hosting Noah at the time. And ever since then, it's been weird. Static things like walls and chairs and all that, I can see those just fine. But people look a bit hazy usually. Kaza's pretty clear. Squirrel's fairly clear as well. And then I kind of can't even look at CL with this thing. So I don't know exactly what's going on, but I kind of figured that you'd be the best person to figure out what is going on.
I could hazard a few guesses. It sounds like you're looking at people's vital forces when you're looking at them if CL was blinding. So, with that being the case, it seems like strong people are more well defined. If they were tired, that might not continue to be the case, but seems like Kazu's been recovering well enough.
Well, he did apparently have a vacation for a while where he got taken by Artanis or Atrano. I think it was Atrano.
I was with him too. So yes, I can confirm. It was Artanis actually when he was here.
Oh, okay. I know
However,
that Atrano kind of liked to hang out with him for a while, so...
They are on the same team, publicly.
Well, considering that Artanis shoved Atrano into a different timeline...
Yeah. Pretty sure that he's going to face some repercussions for that eventually.
Hopefully. Anyway, what do you think I can actually do about this? Because as useful as I guess it is to be able to see that sort of information, that doesn't particularly change the fact that I kind of can't see some people with this.
Sure enough.
And I prefer being able to actually see people.
You might be able to turn off the feature.
Any good hints on that?
Try cloaking your face with your shadow. You might get a reaction out of it.
Well, he will try it.
There is a reaction as putting your shadow over your eye does make it tingle, and tingle a lot.
Well, it's giving it a reaction. It feels tingly.
Probably moving
Which...
in the right direction then.
Well, I guess I'll keep working on things. Do you mind just writing up a list of things to try?
Sure. As Sigmund will give a few other pieces of advice on how to handle / manage the eye, and potential useful applications, and actually things to turn it on / off. Though an eye patch might not be the worst idea.
Maybe, but that also doesn't solve his actual problem of not being able to see people out of the eye. Which, then he just wouldn't see out of the eye.
Yeah. Not the
Although he will, there is
the
one
main
thing there is one thing that he will try with that at least. If he does put something over his eye, can he see energy through it still at all?
Looking through the eye, and with the eye patch on, disabling your vision would only let him see energy through the eye. So it seems like covering it doesn't actually help with the energy part.
Bane isn't really, like, upset about that because that's useful, but also annoying.
Quite so.
He will go ahead and update Sigmund on that, but, well. not too much to do really.
Alrighty then. Onwards to Scruff.
Oh.
You could use a little bit more perspective, so it might be time to start talking to Shia about Spirit Growth also to get her take on it.
Probably a good idea. Would Scruff ask where she is, or would Scruff snuffle her? Scruff will probably snuffle her first.
Yeah.
Alright,
She's actually not currently in town at the moment. She's a bit further north.
Snuffle, 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 snuffle. And zoom, he's off.
And he's off, like a darn bolt. It takes a little bit of time, but you do find her, seemingly, with a bunch of curious-looking buildings not too far north of Domovoy. And no one takes note of you right away, but she does seem very surprised to see you when you do show.
Hello.
Hello?
I found
Scruff,
you.
what are you doing here?
Looking for you.
Oh, did you need something?
I've developed a new move, and I think you might be the type that could give me some insight on it.
Oh, sure. What do you need?
I'm not interrupting, am I?
No. I'm just a little surprised, is all. You're fine to be here.
Scruff is now looking around to see if there's anything.
There does
Where
seem to be
are they?
construction. There seems to be construction happening here. As you remember that Shia was helping with the festival that was going to be
that's right.
happening to get people to potentially move on from the assassin incident.
Is that? That's right. That's right. Okay. So I've got a move. I bonk my face against the ground, and I can see the roots of everything in the world, and I can speak to her. They're very nice. Maybe it's better if I show it.
Well, that does sound like something that I do.
Oh,
It's my meditation technique.
what's that word again? Meditation.
Meditation.
Meditation. Yeah.
Call it whatever you like, whatever's easier.
That. Oh, that. So like it's focusing on a point and pushing myself, I think myself through and down.
Something like that.
Perhaps I should show you.
You let yourself flow downwards like water.
Yee. Yee. I flow and I follow the roots. Down and down and down and down.
Yep. It sounds like your ability is closely related to meditation, or at least the meditation that I do.
Could you maybe teach me how you do what you do?
I'll give it a go. Do you need a refresher, or will I just say that she guides you through it?
A refresher, please.
Alright. Basically, picture yourself as best as you can, and then, without moving, imagine yourself just going downwards. Climbing, swimming, not falling. You can stay in control of yourself. But just proceed downwards through a method of your choosing.
Saunters vaguely
And then go
downwards.
lower and lower and lower, focusing only on yourself and the progress of going downwards.
Hmm.
The destination isn't important, but if you do find something that does stop you, consider it. See if you can't find a little information. And then let your imagination fill in what that could be. This does sound similar but different to your process, Scruff. Would you like to give it a go?
Off wood. I would like to give that a go.
Alrighty then. Closing your eyes and following her steps, you're proceeding downwards again, but something is a little different now. You're aware of how to describe it. Other things that you're passing by that weren't even on your radar beforehand. A lot of small crevices, pockets, and then some things that your mind just doesn't fill in. It's very strange, actually. At least to you it is.
Scruffing his curiosity, he's going to kind of meander that way.
Alright, Scruff, I'm going to need, as you have deviated from directly downwards, make me a presence check.
Oh. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Would this in any way, shape, or form be connected to the roots?
Yes, it would.
Cool, so I can add that. Because I have nothing in pheasants.
This is going to be very funny.
Why are my dice taking up half of the screen?
That's pretty normal right now.
Why are they so
They're
big?
just all doing it for us.
Whoa.
Yeah, it's been like that for
About
everyone's
that
dice.
very early
Yeah,
on.
I noticed that too.
Uh, uh, uh.
Yeah, sometimes this is why it's always you roll one dice and it could turn into a lot more.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Rolled 8 dice, I got a 9.
Congratulations.
You know, just one.
I'm keeping the 9. I'm not. No way in hell am I revolving.
Are
Understandable.
you sure you could get a 10?
No.
Do not do that there. Do not.
I mean, I technically I could get a 10 if I vigor pushed the 6, but I'm not going to.
So, here's what happens as you feel like you just ran face first into a wall. But then somehow the momentum pushes you through the wall as you can feel the gravel of a cracking wall scraping against either side of your face. Oh, this is
That's not
thoroughly unpleasant, actually. But then something happens as there is a different voice that answers. Hello?
Hello?
This is not Norgande. This is...
Ooh, you're new.
Oops.
Scruff.
Unfamiliar. Hold on. Let me check the registry. Oh. Ahem. As the voice changes tones quite readily. Ah, good day, Scruff. We didn't expect to be contacted in such an unusual fashion.
Oh boy.
How are you?
I be good. Where am I?
5-minute reminder, by the way.
You are contacting a dungeon.
Oh. Oh. I'm not interrupting, am I?
Not at the moment, no. I will introduce myself. I am a representative of the dungeon merchants. How can we be of assistance to you? One favored by the world.
It's a bit. Ooh. Dungeon merchant, you say?
Correct.
I might have stumbled here, not on purpose. So I'm not sure I have anything at the moment. Scruff is distinctly getting the I've just effectively jumped through someone's window.
You kind of have. But they're rolling with it. Hello, little house invader. Oh, you're a welcome guest, actually. Never mind. Let me change tone of voice. So, how can we help you today?
Right, so if I go sideways at that bit, I don't go down to Nagonde, I end up here. Right. Noted.
Oh. Needed?
I'm terribly sorry. I didn't know where I was going, and I ended up here.
I see. Completely understandable.
Is it? Well, that's good.
Well, I mean, admittedly, you did take us a little by surprise, but we are capable of adapting. So, what can we do for you today?
Oh no, my brain has gone blank.
Oh no.
Don't worry, Scruff. You can eject yourself from this conversation by just opening your eyes and stop meditating. The way has not closed behind you. It might be a little rude, but you can just claim something external got you.
This is hilarious.
Oh no,
I just
your final buy.
Before Scruff does that, Scruff will actually pause and go, could you help me find a proper way of doing this so I don't just intrude by mistake next time? I haven't got anything specific at the moment, but I found this by accident, and I like to find a way to not find it by accident. So I don't burst through your wall by mistake.
We'll be considering it.
Oh, I'm terribly sorry.
We'll have something ready next time you visit. How about that?
That would be very acceptable, thank you.
Very well then. You may return the way you came.
Okay, bye. and he opens his eyes.
Scruff fucking dicks.
Just in time too, because I was about to let you know the 15-minute timer.
Cool. I'm gonna have a drink of water.
And so the third day ends. With very unexpected results. Day 4. Squirrel.
Yes.
It is time to put more practice into what you've been learning with Aura.
Ooh,
And
happily.
your move training between classes. You're going to the dungeon with Rallis.
Okay.
For round 2.
I'm okay with this.
It is time to start manifesting Aura. In a sustainable fashion, as not an infusion, but a cloak. as there are going to be two primary parts to this exercise. One, attacking after applying an aura coat. And two, practicing your moves to start getting more in tune with your actual fighting energy. And if sufficient progress is made, you will get to pick the next move you learn. It will either be Drain Pulse, or it will be Drain Punch, or you could start asking to learn Aura Sphere. A ranged fighting move.
I think Aura Sphere would be a higher priority. After all, that is...
Aura Sphere it is.
It's essentially the epitome of aura.
It's literally the racial signature, so I mean.
That too.
Yep. Indeed. 'Tis indeed. So, Relish has identified that Squirrel is a very physical learner. Telling him helps, but he is better when he can get his hands on it and do it. And so, for these lessons, you're going to be using Brawl and Clash. Clash, of course, for the weapon.
All right. And...
However, you could use a little more, air quotes, pressure after the first 3 or so floors of this practicing, because Relish is going to start going around the floor and gathering all the enemies in one room to throw at Squirrel. As, in the end of the day, he's actually a bit strong for a bronze rank. So this is just him applying the tried and true trial by fire.
Actually, he's a silver rank because he's on Pyro's team.
Oh, right. Yes. Apologies.
And, alright, so body, I definitely think innovative would apply here. He is trying something new. And then Brawl, and then a separate one of Clash.
Yes.
Alright. Any stab bonus on this, or just straight roll?
You will get stab, actually.
All right. So that is the Brawl. And this is the Clash. And yeah, seriously, why did they make them so big?
They're absurdly big.
At this point, I would have all this back as well. Okay, let's see here. Well, this is important to learn, so going to Soul and Vigor push the... You know what? I'm going to do that for both. I got enough resources. So, +4 for the first one. Just that, just this. I glared at that last die. It almost was a 1, but I'm like, no. Well, I'll only be using 1 boost for now, at least, on the other one. But that would use up all my boost. I think I'll settle with this. 11 for the brawl. And then I'll save at least 1 boost die, just in case. Ew. $11 for the clash.
All right. So, the lessons are going well, as indeed this is your ideal learning environment. Physically, with results to show for it. As you are feeling a bit of the natural compulsions for fighting types, competitiveness. Because, since this is, air quotes, additional pressure, that means that Rallus believes that there's a chance that you can't do it. No, you're definitely more than capable against these things. And with one of your last power-up punches, you don't use your fist. You kick it.
Seems right.
No, if you're going to get a challenge, you're going to be needing more than this.
So, what's next?
Well then. Looks like you're coming along pretty well. I think it's time to start teaching you that move that you wanted to learn. As to demonstrate, Rallus is going to start forming the sphere in his hand for Squirrel to look at, as it will be a combination of both the aura training and fighting type. Oh, you want this. You want this now. And you will probably be spending the rest of the day learning the manifestation process for Aura Sphere. Because you can make it slowly, but the problem is having it maintain itself before and imploding before it reaches target.
What, do you mean I don't need to have a clone of myself to be sitting there, patting it into a ball shape before throwing it?
If nothing else, it would make Edge lose his fucking mind if you did that.
Naruto reference.
Mr. Essential Classics Naruto.
Essential classics. Don't worry, everyone has 5,000 arrows to watch. 5,000 hours to watch the classics.
Yeah.
But you don't.
Of course, that's not counting the fact that One Piece was still going.
One Piece is never going to end.
Don't you know? Oh well, after they engaged in the space arc, they really took a very surprising turn, infiltrating 3 other animes before entering a parallel world.
Ah, so they went Gintama. Cool.
The problem is
Yeah,
that
Luffy
I
was
could
really-
see them actually doing that.
Yeah, but like I
Luffy
said,
was
they just
very-
went full Gintama by the end, you know?
Luffy was very
I am
at
not
home in the Torque,
surprised.
after all. Very a very natural native. So there was kind of an arc getting to him to even remember that he was on a quest instead of just gorging himself on everything that he saw.
Slight tangent, related but tangential there. I've seen the cover art for it now on Netflix, and I'm just so curious on what the hell is going on, because it doesn't look like Luffy's even on the cover art. And if the main character on there is Luffy, then when the hell did he go Super Saiyan?
Oh, you're talking.
Oh, you're talking about the gear?
You're talking about fifth gear where he has the white hair.
Is that what's going on?
Yeah. Yeah, no, it's
Yeah,
a power.
Yeah, that's a
that's-
fun.
No,
He literally has a power up.
That's his that's his awakening of this. That's the awakening of his devil fruit, because apparently this entire time it wasn't a Gungam fruit. It was apparently a a human fruit type Mika, which is a god. So yeah, apparently he has the mystical Soam fruit of a god from way back in the day. Apparently.
Yeah.
I'm just going to
that's
insert
what happened.
dial-up noises for that explanation.
It is correct.
Oh, it is correct. It also gives him the ability of basically turning himself and the entire era around him into a Looney Tunes cartoon. Because he doesn't just rubber his own body; he rubbers everything around him.
Proper rubber hose animation there.
Indeed.
Got it. I am
should
glad
probably
I
continue.
fell off. Yes.
Yeah.
Let's just continue. The live action version's great though. But anyways.
Yes,
So, yeah.
anyway, yes.
So the squirrel is training that up. And learning it, and, having the whole, training arc with that. Except probably having a
Yep.
hell of a lot better time with it than, Naruto did.
Yes, yes, he is the only person that needed help to form the Rasengan. So, proceeding. Chomper. No, we'll start with Vane actually. You have a mission today.
Oh, okay. Yep.
You know from your other self that there is one person that can train Kaza well in psychic stuff, and they're here. But Kaza's been generally busy. He seems less busy today, though, so now's the time.
All right. In that case, Vane is going to go and look for Camus.
He's around in the smithing school. Finding him isn't hard. You just have to look for a rude Cubone.
Yeah, but, still takes some time to do.
Yep.
Does Camus look like he's busy with anything?
Not at the moment.
All right. Is this like in? Is he finding him in like a hallway? Is he like looking at something in a room?
You catch him in a hallway.
In that case, he's just gonna go. Excuse me, you're Camus, right?
I am he.
All right. I wanted to ask you for. Well, I'm not exactly going to call it a favor, considering that I'm entirely willing to pay you to do it. But I'm just going to go through a really quick explanation. My teammate Kaza is a psychic type, but he's actually not very well trained in utilizing psychic abilities, and doesn't find the psychic type's instructions to be very good. He's tried reading books and getting some instruction from others. It hasn't really clicked with him. I know for a fact that you have, a psychic type move, and, well, you're not a natural user. And so I wanted to ask if you'd be willing to at least attempt training Kaza a little bit in how to utilize psychic powers.
He's not going to say no, as he is thinking about it. And then he will ask, do you have a type gem, or are we doing this full manual?
I did give him a type gem as a gift at one point, but I don't think or know if he's used it. We have to ask him. If it's needed, I could go and just get another type gem. It won't be that hard. But manual is probably for the best because, well, he does have a psychic type move, which is teleport. The problem is that he's not good at utilizing his psychic type for other things. A type gem would be a nice shortcut, but it doesn't exactly fix the base problem.
He's going to nod. Alright, I get it.
So is this interesting enough for you to just sign on to it, or do you want me to set up some sort of payment for you?
I'll take 1,000 and we'll call it good.
1,000 lump sum, or do you want that hourly?
Lump sum. This is interesting enough. Now that I think about it, I have heard about this kid before, I think.
He lives over in Hamoa, so
Yeah, that's
fairly
right.
close by.
Alright, let's do it.
Alright, and Vane would have 1,000 just on him, considering he's been running the dungeon, so he'll just hand Kamas 1,000.
Yep. He'll take
In
it
exactly
and,
one coin at the maximum amount that a coin allows.
Yep.
Subtract 1,000 from Vane's sheet.
Yep. Very honestly, it was probably just a formality fee.
To be fair, Vane was literally like his maximum offer that he would have gave was 1,000 Pokia an hour to train Kaza.
But Kamas is going to visit Kaza when he's not busy with Pyro, and start showing him the motions of a non-native psychic user using psychic moves. And they're putting, well, more than just intention. He is telling Kaza that he needs to move and do things more than just trying to project intention. Move his hands, take a stomp, take a step forward, move both arms if need be. Just start involving more of himself than his mind. Air quotes, he needs to be a lot more somatic with this. Do a dance if he has to, if that's what it takes to help him. Because, honestly, the gestures are a formality to himself. It is helping him visualize it. And Kamas will demonstrate when he picks up a training dummy by taking out his club, pointing at the dummy, and then swiftly raising the club. The dummy, following the club's movement, leaves the ground entirely, and then swinging the club to the side, he throws the dummy. Of course, Kaza can't do that, but Kamas was saying that that's just an example. He can't do it if he doesn't do the extra bits, because that's what works for him. Now, this doesn't guarantee work for Kaza, but if they just keep trying more than just think and try harder, they'll probably find something. Though Kamas does seem almost slightly bitter when he is informing him of his example of people just say native users saying just try harder. Because no, that doesn't fucking work. We are trying. We just need to try other things. Kaza is motivated, and he's given it a go.
Nice.
As he does believe that this could probably actually do it. Because this is the first time a non-native psychic type user is using psychic type moves and taking him through their process. And I assume Vane's going to be observing and just like nodding at least somewhat approvingly along like, all right, no, this checks out. This checks.
Yep. He'll stay for like most of this just because, well, it's kind of good and important information anyway, so like, because if nothing else, this will also, this seems a transferable set of knowledge.
It does.
So he's gonna stick to it. Well, not stick to it, but like stick with the lesson just to be like paying attention, because again, this seems pretty transferable.
It probably is.
Also, if Pyro's there, he's
Yep.
gonna be asking, basically telling Vane about he wants to basically do a little experiment with Chomper to see if he can even enter his archive by explaining all that, and like seeing if his battle beat even functions in the archive, to see if he can even interact with the data things.
Yeah, this was during one of like Kaza's like downtime periods, but
Yep.
I mean, yeah, sure. I mean, it'd be pretty easy to find Vane anyway, just to ask him that, so it's not exactly a problem in any way.
Hey.
So Vane is just going to go, what sort of testing have you already done on this?
Not much other than figuring out that I could take Edge with me into the archive. Ever since the Noah fragment was placed at us.
All right, and what sort of effects did that have on Edge?
Gonna look at Edge.
I mean, I experienced death for a moment.
That was
Nostalgic,
because of what we experienced.
All right, so did it have some sort of physical effect on him
Oh,
after?
No, I was fine. Just, I mean, a little traumatized, but otherwise I'm fine. Nothing of note.
All right, in that case, just make sure you have a medical professional on hand because he has actual implants. We effectively, well, not me because I haven't actually hosted him directly, but pretty much everyone else has some sort of mimicry of them that is functioning with yours, but we don't know if something will go wrong if you try and go for something that's more full functionality. So make
Yeah,
sure
which
you at
is
least have a
why-
medical professional on hand.
Yeah, that's kind of why I want to see if Chomper's battle beat even functions in there, because he did get a song, a song of me apparently, that would definitely allow him to be better in that area.
First, maybe try having him use Battle Beat on you while you're accessing the archives, instead of him trying to do it from inside as well.
There.
It might drag him in anyway, so again, medical professional.
Yeah.
But besides that, I don't actually have any particular complaints about it.
Okay. Then Pirate just wanders off.
All right. Well, sounds like that's the end of that scene.
Oh boy. Next up, Chomper. You're going to be training with Amari.
Gotcha.
Back in Hamoa. Would you like to bring Zevran with you?
Sure thing.
All right. Asking one of your known teleporters to take you over there and to pick you up later is quite fine. As it seems that console is surprisingly occupied with a Cubone that you've not seen before. But that just means you've got your own thing going on. And she is going to note your presence and come over to say hello, patting your cheek and offering you something. It looks like a lumpy bread thing.
Chomper's curious.
It smells sweet.
Chomper's sniffing it. Recognizes it's bread, but doesn't know what it is. What kind of bread is this? It's bread, right? Thank you.
It's a cream puff.
Cream puff. I think I read about this one. It's like a dessert, right?
Yes, it is. I figured that I was going to be needing some treats for today.
Chomper is very happy to receive a food gift. They are trying their best. They seem a little bit anxious about it, and as they like look at it, they're like having a will issue right now, as they have stopped themselves from eating it. And they just simply ask, "So should I eat it now, or is it something for later? It looks really good."
I've got more. You can have it.
Right after you finish the sentence, Chomper is taking a bite. Oh, it's really sweet.
He could put the whole thing in his mouth.
Oh yeah, a Chomper bite. It's already gone.
Oh yes. A big old Chomper bite. Oh, it is very sweet actually. It has a lot of cream.
Jumper's
And
doing
the
a tail
outside
thump a bit.
is not hard to bite through and rather spongy.
I need to learn how to make this. Delicious.
Why don't we make it after your training?
Sounds great. Yeah, sure.
Awesome. All right, that's something to look forward to then.
Thank you.
Not a problem. So, where will we begin?
Out of character. That was Amari, right?
Yes, it is Amari.
Okay. Well, I have been wanting to train my, I guess you can call it aura. You know, remember when I was over here and had that that new move that kind of went into the kitchen and everything?
I remember. Quite an eager young replication of a man.
I want to try to make it where I can control it better. So far, it's kind of, well, haven't really gotten it down yet. So I was thinking maybe I could train with you to figure out how to make it more of a usable move and more
Concise.
work. Yeah, that.
Okay. Well, is he misbehaving or? Where
It
is
depends
the
if I.
issue?
Well, if I have a lot of emotion, like if someone was to interact with me and have me off my game a bit, like I guess flustered or something's on my mind, I can't really get it to do anything much.
I believe I understand. There's other things occupying your mind. Things that you can't force out very easily.
Trumper nods, thinking back from the past couple of days.
Well then. She's going to hand him another one.
No.
Why don't we
Thank you.
just have a day where we just have sweets and talk. We don't need to make progress right away.
Really?
Take
You
our-
sure? I don't. Trumper interrupts
I
and
think-
seems a little anxious. Like the idea of taking a break, now just seems like the wrong play. But it's honestly just anxious. You sure? What if I get behind or, something happens? Something always happens. There's always something happening. There's always assassins. So many. They come out of the woodwork. Didn't know so many assassins existed. You sure? It's good.
I think
Okay.
people will have a very hard time getting the drop on this location, as she's going to tap the side of her head.
Okay. Oh well, you're the sensei, teacher, trainer. Sure. You think that's best?
I have another very important question. I want you to take this one seriously, however.
Trumper gives
Are
their
you in a
serious
competition?
face.
Are you in a competition with your teammates?
Well, yeah, technically, not. It's not outwardly spoken, but I'm fairly competitive.
Okay. So if one of them started to say that they needed to relax, would you chastise them?
Trumper shakes her head. No, they should relax. They shouldn't overwork themselves.
Well, there you go then.
Uh.
You can't fault yourself for needing a break.
I see. I see what you're doing there. Okay, I guess I should take a break. That's a good idea. Yeah. Jumper nods and just kind of plops down. Huh.
You've been through a lot. Would you like some milk?
Oh, yes, please.
She's
Do you
going
have
to go get.
chocolate?
I do indeed.
The thumps intensify.
Actually, would you like to look at the farm? I think there's something very interesting that's happening. That's going to happen soon.
Ah, sure. Jumper gets up immediately after sitting down. Yeah, let's check it out.
All right. As walking over to the Momoa farm, something is indeed happening. As they are in the middle of crop change, where they are harvesting everything that is ready to be harvested, and then pulling out the rest of the plant entirely to plant different things.
Huh. They're taking the whole thing out, huh?
Yes. You see, between the various types, growing crops is actually quite easy. But, well, growing them quickly is one matter, growing them well is another. But seeing how quickly we can grow them and harvest them and whatnot, we don't need so many of the same crop. So every now and then, after they've got quite enough of one thing, they'll dig up the plant, turn it into fertilizer, till it back into the soil, and plant a different crop.
So it keeps, the rotation going, huh? Always new crops?
Yes. So, one of the things that they can grow just so happens to be a cacao bean.
How?
Do you like your chocolate light or dark? Do you like your...
Oh, like cocoa or chocolate. Yeah. Huh, so you make chocolate here.
Yes, we can.
Yeah, light chocolate. I can try dark chocolate too, though, but, I tend to like it more, sweet.
Let's add plenty of sugar then. As, Chomper and Amari are going to go to the kitchen and start making some hot chocolate to start going with their cream puffs.
Nice.
As Chomper's following,
5 minute runway.
Thank
as
you.
Chomper's following Amari, there is a visual, if possible, a visual wag from the, Aura, Lycanroc behind Chomper.
It is quite plausible. And Zevran is watching, looking at Amari, looking at Chomper, and then he's just like nodding. He's not completely sure about this, but ultimately this seems nice.
Chomper
And
is
he will
offering
join. It's a little awkward in the kitchen. You can tell that he hasn't been doing this sort of stuff before.
Chomper requests another one of the cream puffs from Amari
Perfectly acceptable.
and offers it over to
There's-
Zeph.
There's a whole tray of them.
Hey Zeph, you should try some of these. They're really good.
Oh, okay. Again, he is awkward, but he will take it. And then, eats it and is like, it's very sweet.
Man, you
Maybe a
try
little
all of
too
them.
sweet. It might be a little too sweet for Zephyrin, but then he'll actually consider something, and he will take a spoon, he will crack open the cream puff, and just mix a bit of raw cacao powder into the cream, because that is bitter. But now the
Oh.
cream puff is a bit more palatable.
I think you may be a dark chocolate kind of guy. I'll have to get you some of those too. And Chomper's going to continue to kind of keep bringing Zeph with them and kind of offering different things as they do their chill out sesh for the rest of the a day with Amari.
This was probably very much needed for Chomper.
Yeah.
Full of sugar.
Full of sugar and chill out time. Yes. I'm gonna actually go
Yes.
turn around and grab a candy bar that's been behind me this whole time. Thanks for reminding me, Digi. I'm gonna immerse
Problem.
myself.
Immerse yourself. Paz. It is your time.
Oh,
As it is Paz who awakes today, with the goal of learning some ice attacks from Lilac.
oh, okay. Yeah. Pass. We'll pass. We'll pass. What you may call it, Team Island 2 days ago, and he was probably having an interesting time after he drank that wine.
Yes.
He's going to go ahead back and knock on their door.
Team Arleon will be answering, as this time it's Tella. It's like, hey, he's back. Our little sommelier is back.
Paz is gonna raise an eyebrows. Oh yeah.
Oh, you had opinions about wine.
Huh. Paz is going to nod, but he's not going to inquire about it. Okay. So, is Lilac in there?
Sure. Lilac, he's asking for you. I'll be there. And Lilac, is in front of Paz in short order. Hello.
Paz is going to give a bit of a way and just go straight to the point. Could you continue teaching me some how to harness our ice energy? It's been a while since the last time.
Sure.
Okay. How much do you want for it?
Aren't we your mentor team?
Paz is going to nod. Yes.
Students don't need to ask the teachers how much you owe them.
Paz.
I mean,
Paz
unless it was like a we had no relation with each other, but you knew that I was a specialist in this sort of deal.
is going to nod. Okay, if you say so.
I do say so.
Paz is gonna give him a thumbs up.
Alrighty then. So, have you ever used Nice Move?
Paz is going to nod. I have a few times. I've actually kind of tried developing this one while talking with Wade at some points. Well, I began working on it, and then he gave me some pointers, and Paz is basically going to materialize an ice beer.
That's okay. So what do
It's
you
going to
want to do?
Well, I specifically just want something. I specifically just want to be able to harness ice energy to do a move so that I can deal with grass types, because they're my one weakness when it comes to dungeon diving.
That's fair. That's the standard use for him.
By the way, let me correct that. Let me correct very quick. My one of two weaknesses. But yes, that's mostly what I wanted for. Hello?
Yep, still here.
Okay. Where should we go?
Well, back to the training room. Let's go get some dummies. Let's go.
Okay.
Water types are, however, pretty suitable when it comes to using ice moves, though, since that is the essence of what we're working with: hard water.
Yeah, very much so. I mean, it didn't feel it doesn't feel all that difficult to do it, honestly. At least compared to electricity.
Oh, you're using electricity.
Yes.
Is that working out?
Actually, more or less.
Oh, good, great. So then, let's start with the basics. I'm assuming you're wanting long range.
Very much so.
And you can make the ice spear.
Yes.
Can you throw it?
Yes, I can't. Although it doesn't feel as good as when I just shoot something out of my finger.
Fair enough.
Yeah, I'm gonna try and toss the move real quick.
It is not hard to do, but it does feel unsatisfying, especially because it's not even making use of your send stat.
Yep, it's using Markman instead.
Yep. Yeah, that does look a little awkward. All right. Now, can you make it small, like just halfway?
Paz is going to attempt to make the spear smaller, basically making it an ice arrow instead. Something like this.
Yeah, that's looking good. Now, this time try and make it less physical.
That's physics. Ah.
And Lilac is going to use an example, as they will start summoning small ice shards that instead stay hovering in front of their hand. It's the same for when you're prepping a water shot. Water builds up, but it stays. Try seeing if you can't apply the same thing.
I see what you mean. Although trying to do the same thing, as I do with my water gun, I feel like I would end up freezing my finger.
Well,
Yeah.
All right. How about this? Let's start modifying your water gun.
Oh.
Instead of at the tip of your finger, what about in front of your finger? Just a small degree of separation between yourself and the move.
I've never really tried that before. How do I try to do that? Has it looking at he's contemplating how to do that. Let me give it a try. What kind of roll should I do for this?
Let's see. That would probably still be a send. Or it could be presence?
I'll go with send.
Yes.
Definitely using the innovative expertise, because this is something that Paz has never tried doing before. Okay, I'm just going to do a mind innovative send.
Sounds work. Way it works. Go forth.
Modified 5 minute, by the way.
No modifiers. But oh my goodness. No, it's a bit tricky at first, but the energy is like there. You can in fact do it, building it up with just the smallest distance between you and the building point. Actually, with it outside your body, you feel a little less pressure actually. Like if you built it up too much, you might like break your finger before. This is now not the case. Admittedly, you have slightly less control over it now, but it's workable.
I've never tried doing this before. This could work. So I just have to do. Say that again.
It's working out for you.
Yeah. Paz is going to shoot a water gun at one of the dummies to show off that he can actually show it shoot it in front of his finger instead of directly out of it.
It works out. All right, now let's see if we can't apply ice to that.
Okay.
Though, since ice is a bit more stubborn, let's call it, you're going to have to shoot it as it's forming, because I think it'll be more susceptible to external forces once it's finished.
I think I see what you're saying. Should I do another roll this time with the ice?
Yes. You will not be getting stabbed for this one.
Say that again.
You will not be getting stabbed for this one. If you were getting it.
True. Well, the stab is for damage, right?
Stab is accuracy.
Stab is accuracy. Whoops.
That's minus
dang
one
it!
difficulty on accuracy.
Yeah. I actually didn't put my minus one on the other roll, but it didn't end up mattering anyways. There was no sixes.
Fair enough.
Good to know, though. I forgot about that for a moment. Should I maybe roll with +1 difficulty instead because of what Paz is trying to do, and this is basically new to him?
Yeah, that makes sense. Go for it.
Yeah. Should roll that one. Nice. 5.
All right. It's remarkably harder, but you can do it and shoot off not really a full-size ice attack, but more of an ice shard. But you have successfully fired it. And more of your day may now be spent getting this properly sized.
Yeah. Now that Paz is actually using the ice, how similar to how he's using his water, this is feeling so much better for him.
And you're not
Also,
freezing your hand.
Indeed. Also, I know it's about it's about to end, but there is one more thing that I want to do after Paz is done with his training. Yeah, I didn't end up giving Casa the cup cookie thing that I got at the beginning of my last scene.
That's fine.
Because we had to
assume that the two of you partook afterwards.
Actually, I was gonna say that we.
That one wasn't sweet now.
I was gonna say that it might have just gotten forgotten about it because of Paz ended up getting drunk, and Paz is just gonna basically try and do it again today. Either way works.
I get a surprise sweet today, but it says thank you.
Yeah. And Paz will say thank you for helping him out the other day.
Fair enough.
Yeah. We can move up to the next person.
Yep, because you're past time.
Sorry.
This one's going to be very short, though. Scruff. You note something odd today.
Oh?
Yeah, one of your trees has a white trunk. Pretty sure it wasn't that color before.
Oh no. All right.
But it doesn't seem to be functioning any differently than any other tree.
Scruff gives it a snuffle.
Smells the same. It's just weird. Potentially it might have another effect that is just not applicable right now.
Scruff? Scruff is going to try looking at the roots and seeing how this tree maybe interacts with them. If he can tell anything different.
Well, now that's where it gets slightly interesting, because this tree's roots are very shallow. And they're stuck in you. Spiritually, of course. Only spiritually. But, no. That's a little odd, actually.
Wait, they're stuck. The spiritual roots are stuck into Scruff.
Spiritually.
Yep.
That's why I said the spiritual roots are stuck into.
That's correct.
If anyone happens to be around, this is not an invitation, but if anyone happens to be around, they just notice Scruff like bewilderedly, like eyes closed, just looking at himself, like like a dog that has been poked and didn't see where it came from. It's kind of bewildered, spinning, like what? Ah.
My God. When did a root use him as soil? And why is nothing happening? Why is nothing coming at us? What?
Confused Scruff noises. Makes
Scruff.
note to ask the world what the fuck. Polite way.
Would you like to dismiss Spirit Grove?
Temporarily, yes, and see what happens.
Alright. That tree goes away, also, along with the rest of them.
And the roots?
The roots are gone.
He brings Spirit Grove back again.
The white tree is not present.
Bewildered swine up noises. He is snuffling all of the trees and examining the roots.
They're so aggressively normal that you can't even begin to imagine what went wrong. How did
We
how
say
did
aggressively. We say aggressively normal. There are trees conjured out of nothing.
aggressively normal in Scruff's definition of the word? These are some
Yeah.
perfectly normal. On to day 5. Oop.
Okay, I have an inkling and Scruff has an inkling, but I shall hold on to it until that happens again.
Understandable. Chomper, you had a lovely day last time, and maybe you even feel slightly unburned. it is time to spend time with Farion.
Oh boy. Alrighty. Jumper takes Samari, and throughout most of that interaction is wondering when something's either going to explode or say that it was wrong that they were doing that somehow and they should be somewhere else, or an assassin shows up. But nothing seems to have happened. They just had a day. So, yeah, with that, they're taking Zeph to Farion, feeling a bit like, oh, okay, a little bit refreshed.
It all just worked out. Imagine that.
Reference to the last time Chomper had a chill out sesh. It was at the Treeway, and we all know how that went. I think that lasted almost like an hour or two. I'm not sure how long that actually lasted in time, but it didn't last that long.
But Farion is happy to see you. But Lilac is here too. And there's something a little peculiar. Because there's something like between his shoulder blades. It's a lamp.
A what?
A lamp.
Can you spell that out for me? I'm not sure you said that. Yep.
L-A-M-P.
Oh, I thought you said that. Okay. Cool. Sorry, out of character thing. Anyway, in character thing, Chomper says hey to Farion and says hey Lilac as well, without even seeing them probably. And curiously looks over at the said item, wondering what that is.
Farion shrugs and says Lilac bought it because they liked its look. It is it's very peculiar because it seems to be making a double S shape. Like this seems more like an art project than a functional lamp.
Like a double S shape, huh?
Yeah. It looks like a hollowed out glass.
Chomper kind of quizzically looks at that. Did Lilac start adding furniture to you?
Well, technically they've already added bedding, but
Ah,
this one's a bit much, I think. As he's looking back up, Lilac's head pokes out. Oh, come on. You wouldn't even tell it's. You wouldn't even be able to tell it's there if I didn't tell you about it. Lilac, as you are, you can't sneak a lamp onto me. It doesn't even work. I don't need it to work. I just want a lamp. Farion shrugs. So what can I do for you?
well, just haven't came by and said hi in a while, and I was taking a break day, so just wanted to see what you were doing and maybe hang out for a bit. And if you're training or anything, I can join in for that. But yeah, just wanted to check up on everybody.
Sure.
I told Squirrel about the idea of all of us being friends and whatnot, but I think that went very awkwardly because there was like 4 other things I had to tell him. Just really didn't want him to have to like hear about it later, much later, just get it over with. But I'm giving him some time to focus in on his school and whatnot, and yeah, letting that all settle in, I guess.
They'll nod. I guess it is a lot to suddenly drop on a person, isn't it?
I mean, I don't even know what I think about it. I just kind of know it just kind of happened really fast.
That's fair.
Oh, hey, Zeph, by the way, this is Farion. Met a long time ago, and we were in a dungeon. A lot of great stuff happened that we're all, squared away now. And yeah, he's gonna be. Of course, you've probably seen him around, but he's joining us for the mission with Pyro,
The mess.
as well as Lilac, who lives on him.
So we're taking this guy to the continent.
Not nuts. He's very fast and very strong, and very nice.
Was that ever actually decided, by the way? I think, weren't we discussing not bringing Fairy on because he's so big?
Jumper
Yeah.
has a thought in his head as probably other conversations happened around that.
Yeah.
Oh, well, I guess I'm speaking soon, but that's what I'd want to happen. I think they're actually deciding if we are, being able to bring you, since might be hard to bring you around since, you're so awesome. Jumper points at all of them, like does an all of you motion, like a wide motion.
Zevran considers, well, if we did bring him, he'd be great bait. I'm pretty sure the candles will be chewing on him for a while.
No,
Hey.
not bait. Jumper scratches his head.
I don't know. Fat's chew, isn't it? Hey! Hey! For starters, I'm just big boned. For starters.
I'm just imagining the smallest of lilac consolatory pats.
Yeah. Peat pot. Of course you are.
Well, very on Lilac. This is my new friend Zeph. I'm showing him around the place. He's getting used to hanging out with new people and learning his abilities, and yeah, he's gonna be with us on the mission.
Farion nods. Lilac nods. Zevran. So these two are strong, right? Oh yeah, totally. We're an ace rank team. Well, we're on an ace rank team. Are you sure you're not the weakest link? Hey, we don't do that around here. Lilac slowly turns over to look at Tella. Farion almost knowingly just reaches up a paw to turn Lilac's head back around. Oh, you stop that.
I'm enjoying this.
Oh, these two. As Farah would be more than happy to spend the day with Chomper and his new friend, Zevran, who seems a little hard to please, but he's not unreceptive. Just tough crowd. Collar tug, collar tug. Not much that makes that kid smile, huh? However,
Yeah.
as they're hanging out, something happens. As the lamp hovers and falls upon Chomper.
What was that? Oh. I think Chomper picks up the lamp. Inspects.
Alright, Chomper, it's time to make an initiative check.
Oh boy. Initiative check, alright then. Well, my brain went all derpy for a second. I was like, did y'all put initiative twice? That can't be. This is the newest one. But it's like innovative. Innovative, Rex. That's what it says. It's innovative. Stop it.
They're not even in the same column.
I know. I know. It's just like across from each other a little bit. And I was like, oh, come on. You know better than
It's not even in the same column. Cries.
What expertise would I use? This cunning? I always get caught on the expertise
Instinct.
part. I really gotta put more instinct, holy moly. Anyway. Alright, here we go.
Instinct will give you 1 additional dice.
Okay, so I'm at 9 then again. Sweet. It's so big! Like Furryon. Oh no.
5-minute warning, by the way.
That's not good.
Do you want to accept the boost die into your life?
I need to accept a lot of things in my life right now when it comes to this. I knew I hated this damn lamp. I knew this lamp was gonna fuck me. I knew it. What kind of lamp is it? Is it a desk lamp or is it like an old school lamp? What kind of lamp is it?
Desk lamp.
It's a lamp? Okay. I'll just consider it just a lamp. Meh. Alright, I'm going to, yeah. I'm gonna use something on this one right here. Let's see where I'm at with, like, all the other ones. I think I've not used any, like, I could use it. We're gonna have multiple days here. This is skipping around. I'll use some soul and do another roll. Why not? Haha! Better. Much better. Stupid lamp.
Alrighty then.
Making me look bad.
You successfully dodge as the lamp flies skywards, and a ghastly comes out and flies away.
Just you cut out at the end.
Boo!
Ah! What? What?
You have dodged my poison today, but I'll get you. Goodbye.
Get poisonous
Bye-bye?
again.
Cursed lamp. Hey, tap.
Fairy
Think
and
you're-
Lilac are looking very confused and Lilac says, "Why it was so cheap? It was a fucking bit. God damn it, I don't want it anymore." Fairy on step. Okay. Says Fairy like awkwardly smushed the lamp under his foot. However, Zevran is missing. You then hear an explosion.
Oh, oh Jesus. What happened? What?
So a little context
Zevran
for
comes back.
everyone. I asked Rex to put a lamp.
Did you add this?
Yes, I messaged Enja and was like, please put this in.
My nice Furryon scene that I'm enjoying, and you influence a lamp into it. Really? I better get some squirrel interaction, or him showing up, or you
Hey, I
approaching
didn't
Chomper or something. If you're
I
gonna put
didn't
lamps in my
control
scenes.
when he put it in. I just told him that you needed to get attacked by a lamp because, well, if the lamp on my nightstand was a snake, it would have bit you 3 times.
Don't know how you miss an entire ass lamp.
I got a new lamp
you-
because the other one was broken. He, like, 2
What
days... I got a new lamp. Old one was broken. I asked him to go put the new lamp in and take the old one out. I had to send him in there, like, 3 times to get the old lamp out before I finally went in. And the funny thing is, not 2 days before, he had tried to turn on that lamp. So I know that he knew it was there.
That lamp had no use or purpose or even business being there. It was just a thing. And it's dumb that I didn't notice it. It's really dumb, but it didn't have any kind of actual use. It was just there, just existing.
Well, yeah, that's why I wanted it out of there. But for
I'm
some
glad we
reason,
have
you
it out
could
of
not
there.
see it.
And yet you're keeping it around now, somewhere in the house, instead of getting rid of it.
Well, now it has a use. Messing with you.
Exactly.
Old desk lamps are stupid and should be all destroyed. And incinerated.
Lamp.
And stomped by Arcanines.
But the lump.
But lamp.
Anyway, I'm trying to stay in Chomper brain and not influence Chomper with my own personal hatred towards desk lamps right now, so I guess let's continue the scene, I suppose. We had the 5-minute call.
You did. I paused it because of side tangent. I'm restarting it.
Fair enough. Chomper is gently picked up in Farion's mouth as they chase after the explosion and scream. And there is Zevran holding the Ghastly as best as he can, but he has to like keep adjusting his arm position because the Ghastly is like just dizzy-eyed and keeps phasing through his arms slowly. I got it. You didn't have to go that far. He said he was going to poison him. That's an assault. This man is a criminal. It was a prank, I'm pretty sure. Criminal. Can I steal his type?
No, don't steal his type. I don't know how, bad this person actually is. They seem like they were playing a trick, like a Zoroark or something, right?
Farion nods. This is like, I think it was just going to be a prank. Poison. He just needs a Pecha Berry. At most. Alright, let's just put him down and we'll call it even. Zevran frowns, but he does, put the Ghastly down without doing anything additional to him, as he already blew him up with a fairy orb. Which is impressive because he was supposed to have resistance, but he might have put a little extra effort into that one. But with that settled, Farion will carefully tuck Chomper into his fur. Chomper might be having a moment. As he will also pick up Zevran and put him next to Chomper, as now they're going to have a very nice day, with Farion having 3 passengers. Now, onwards to one of the last scenes. Wade this time.
Yeah.
Today you're going to go to the library and learn from Samantha.
I'm confused.
You're going to learn more electric attacks from Samantha. As Wade.
Yeah, I'm confused. Why?
Because this is a new body, and it's time and you need to relearn some things.
Okay,
The
fair
feeling of the energy.
enough. Okay, fair enough.
You have the knowledge, not the practical experience.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, that's not a bad idea. Okay. Wade is going to visit Samantha.
She's looking very interested. Is like, oh, you're here. What's up?
Wade is going to look away for a moment, looking a bit embarrassed. I want to ask you if you could help me out with something.
Sure. What do you need?
Can you help me when it comes to whatchamacallit? When it comes to getting the hang of using electric energy in this body.
Oh, right. Yeah. Oh, are you hurting yourself with it?
Not anymore.
Got it. Not anymore. That tells me enough. All right. So you are actually. I think I have just the thing for you.
Oh.
Yeah. You need to start getting used to electric type energy again, right?
Yes.
So then, why don't we start making you an electric type?
Wade is gonna raise his eyebrow. Excuse me?
Type change.
Type change, yes. I know of that, but why? Isn't that counterproductive to getting the hang of it with this body?
On the contrary, if you're an electric type, it'll feel more natural. Build up your foundations, and then do it without the training wheels on.
Wade looks a bit skeptical. Okay. Okay, I can give it a try. Although I've never performed a type change move before.
It's certainly not easy. It's probably not going to be very easy as a water type either, but I'm sure we can figure it out.
Wait, no.
First, where does your water type energy come from?
That
is correct. Where does your electric type energy come from?
Also inside of me, technically.
Yep. All right. Now, can you feel both of them?
Wade stops for a moment and ponders that. Not at the same time.
It's possible, though. There's plenty of dual types out there. So I guess the question is, you want to be a dual type, or do you want to be a monotype?
Wade is going to ponder that. I've never really gave that question some thought. My Pokemon line is usually mono water, and I never really thought of changing that before. Although now that you mention it, I I do wonder. I can't help but wonder how it feels like to be a dual type.
Well, there's now 2 influences, but I think it's workable.
Wade nods.
Alright, so then. It feels natural when you use water energy, so we're going to be trying to introduce the electric energy to the source of where the water energy starts, your core.
Hmm. Okay. I think I get what you mean.
Yeah. Then you'll be able to use both much easier.
Wade nods. Hmm. Wade nods and rubs his chin. Hmm. Yeah, no, that. I think that would make a lot of sense. I mean, it certainly took me a lot of a lot of training and trouble to get used to electric energy of my original body. In this one even more so.
Yep. This is purely to your benefit.
Okay then, how should we start?
Question, how much more time do we have?
Well, for the scene, you're at about 8 minutes. For the session itself, I don't know. Ask them.
Session.
We are overtime, but I was going to let this scene go.
Alright. Okay. Alright, Samantha will begin with using each element and asking Wade to follow the path of the energy. Feel the beginning, feel the end. Spot the difference, because it is not guaranteed that the source of each energy is even close to each other. And he'll have to be very careful as he moves the energy, because they're going to be developing a move to give Wade the additional typing.
Ooh.
A permanent change like this would be way hard. And Paz might disagree.
Very much so.
But throughout the day, gently getting it closer to the energy source, Wade can start getting a feel for it based on his inherent knowledge of electric type moves and Samantha's coaching and careful assistance.
About 5
Ooh,
minutes, by the
she's
way.
being-
Yep.
Ooh, she's being careful.
She's trying really hard not to fuck this up. She's trying.
I mean, honestly, understandable. Trying to do this with a water type, if something goes wrong, it would be catastrophic, I imagine.
Oh yes, no, you just surge energy throughout every single part of yourself, and potentially every time you use water.
Ah, so just like the first time Wade woke up, but just permanently. Horrible.
Not permanently, but it would be a while before all the energy is discharged.
Fair.
You will develop a move to type change, or rather type gain.
Ooh.
It is an all-day project, but there are results.
Nice.
Electric type moves may be saved for another day. But this is
Yeah.
progress.
Yeah.
And that is all the scenes we have for the time skip.
Hooray.
I think we budgeted that pretty good.
Yes.
Yeah.
I kind
Oh,
of
it's
forgot to
timer
do
now.
something with. I kind of forgot to do something with Vane, but meh.
Well, I also asked for scenes to do after the time skip. Things we wanted to do, but needed a full scene.
Yeah.
Fair.
This would have been just something small.
No, just for context, at the end of the Farion scene, we're recreating the office scene where basically Farion, Zeph, Chomper, and Lilac are all stomping the lamp like the printer over and over again in slow mo.
Yeah.
Just want to throw that image out there.
But yeah, also, I will remind people we're allowed to have short scenes outside of the time fast forward to people. We could just have a short scene about something. It doesn't need to be it doesn't need to be a full feature length movie about the scene.
Yeah, I would. Please.
We can
cut
just
them
have
down.
short scenes, guys.
Let others have
You
time
can-
playing.
You can have like a 10-15 minute scene in normal play as well.
Noted.
It's fine.
This was fun. This was fun though.
Yeah, it's
This
a lot
was
more fun when everybody gets a bit of a.
To be fair, we also just went through like 5 days worth of content.
Yeah.
Is this a problem?
Oh no, I'm just saying. Technically speaking, if at our normal pace, we would have been on day 3 this time next year.
Yes, so let's keep this up. Not necessarily, 15 minutes per, but let's not let scenes go over half an hour. Tops.
There is also day 6 and 7 where people just continue doing their training things.
Yeah.
And I am happy to announce that I will be getting to everyone about their actual gains. However, I can very confidently distribute, as of this moment, 60 experience and 10 merit
Yay.
points.
Hey.
Yay.
Excellent. Preferably put that in the group chat. But for now, on our end, thank everybody for joining us so far on the stream today. That was Lost in Chaos Scar. Check out our website, zgfgaming.com. We've got links for our Discord, Telegram, Mastodon, Blue Sky, Patreon, and more. There on the website, as well as down in the description below through our link tree. Thank you to my patrons, tippers, and subscribers. It is your support that keeps this channel alive and going. I cannot do this without your guys' help and your support, so thank you. Consider becoming a patron over at patreon.com/zgfgaming. It's one of the best ways to support the channel, though you can also do so by sharing the stream around, grabbing packs of cards to stream loots, using our Humble Bundle partner link, or just coming by and hanging out. But for now, thank you so much for joining. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube, and I bid you all the most fondest adieu.
Bye
Bye, everyone.
bye.
Bye bye.
Hey, dudes.